Hello, this is a tutorial on how I do the 3D top for the bead lid. Kind of like a honey drip look. So here I'm just going to go and I'm going to put some gold mica powder into my already mixed epoxy. Just put a little in there and I'm going to speed that mixing part up really quick, but we'll just get that all in there. And then we're going to take our beads. I do show all of my supplies at the very end of everything that I use, and all of this is linked in my bio under my Amazon part. But for each topper that I do, I have this tiny little mini red Solo cup here. I use 1 scoop for each lid. Turns out to be a perfect amount. And then I'm going to pour about 10 milliliters. I don't measure it. It's about 10 milliliters into those beads, and I'll mix it up real good. And then I just start scooping it right onto the top of the lid. Once I get all that on there, I'm going to make a little spot for that honey stick to go. Make sure nothing falls into the straw hole opening of the lid. And that's really going to be about it. I will add a tiny little bit of glitter. You'll see here in a second. Just a little sprinkle on top, just to add a little extra shine. This is a holographic gold. So any holographic gold, you can use any color, or you don't even have to do this step. That's completely up to you. Just a tiny little bit, just adds a little extra shine. And then I'll let that sit for a day until it all just forms up. Because again, I'm using regular set epoxy. I don't use fast set on about anything. It's just not my jam. I have it, I just don't use it a lot. So I do split the remainder epoxy up a little bit so it can cure. And here, this was one I did yesterday, and see how the extra drips through? But that is so easy to just peel right off like that. I started with the X-Acto knife, but really you don't even need it for that part. And then here I'm getting the extra drips that come through the mouthpiece there. That I do use the X-Acto knife for. You just kind of carefully push it into that little bump and it'll come off. And then once that rest of that remaining epoxy has set up a good amount, and then I'm going to go ahead and drizzle it on top of all of these honey stir sticks. Just to give some dimension, some kind of fake honey look here. And I did these colored ones. This is the first time I've done some colored ones. I wasn't sure if I was going to really like them, but now that I've got these on the colored cups that you can kind of see in the background there, they really, really look nice. So I will probably do more colored ones in the future. Same process, though. I do use like the fake ice cubes for these that we use like on some of the other 3D tumblers versus the little beads that I'm going to show you that I use on the regular gold honey toppers. But and here I am just trying to figure out where to put the embellishments. On each one I put a little honeycomb charm. I'm going to use E6000 to put it in its spot. I just find a good spot to stick it in there. And then glue it in, and then each one gets a little bee. The little bead charms. And I'm going to show these all close up too. Closer than that. So just say, here we go. So here they are all close up with the honey dripped over top and the charms on each one. These will just sit until they're all cured, and then they're done. I mean, not a whole lot to it. And then here are all of the things that I use. Again, these are linked in my bio under Amazon topper supplies. That gold mica was from Glitter Glams, but any gold mica will do. Those are the little charms that I put on them, and then the honey sticks.